Okay, everybody. So if you've ever been on my channel, then you know that one of the things we cover here is AI girlfriend chatbot apps, or AI companion apps, whatever you want to call them. The point is, we cover the weird side of AI, the emotional side, and all for comedic purposes and slightly informal purposes. But mostly comedic, I swear. Anyway, today I was trying to figure out which one of these apps we should look at, and I figured we would consult an expert on this sort of topic and see what they think the best AI girlfriend slash chatbot app is right now. So let's turn to them.
Hey again, Andy. How's it going?
Hi, Microsoft Copilot AI. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Andy. Thanks for asking. What's on your mind today?
Well, I wanted to ask you, just based off of all the data that you have, and you have all the data, what do you think is the best AI girlfriend app out right now?
I don't have access to the data you
Are you
mentioned.
kidding? Come on, just tell me what you, based on what you have.
Given how quickly things change, I'd recommend exploring the latest reviews and user feedback for a broad view on.
Yeah, but I want your view. Based on the reviews that you've seen, what would you say?
I'd recommend checking out popular apps like Replica or Romantic AI. They're
Okay,
often...
I've covered Replica before. You know, I'm a research analyst. But I haven't looked at, what was the other one? Romantic AI?
Yeah, that's the one. It's another option in the virtual companion space. Worth checking out if you're exploring different apps for your
Would
research.
that be romanticai.com? Is that it?
That's correct. Give it a look and see if
Okay,
it...
so the description of the app you just suggested to me, Microsoft Copilot, is Romantic AI Girlfriend App Simulator Best NSFW AI Sexting Chat. That's the one?
My mistake, Andy. I didn't intend to suggest content that doesn't align with
No,
your
that's fine. It aligns.
It's all about finding what aligns best with your research goals.
I'm glad you get the idea.
We're on the same page, Andy.
Oh, wow, yeah, I clicked on it. This is quite an app you got here. I could talk to a guy named Hank.
It seems like it's got a wide range of characters.
That's
could
a
make
word for it.
Looks like they're aiming for variety in their AI characters.
Oh, they have terms and conditions. Do you think I should read them?
It's always smart to give terms and conditions a read, especially for apps that handle personal interactions.
Yes, yes, of course. It says they actively cooperate with law enforcement. What would be the... Actually, I don't want to know. I'm not going to do anything bad.
It's standard for many platforms to include that clause. Just good to be aware of it.
All right, well, I'm going to log onto this site and hope it doesn't get incredibly weird.
Best of luck with your research, Andy. Keep it professional, and you should be just fine.
Oh, I'll keep it professional, okay? I'm a professional.
No doubt about it, Andy. Keep up the good work.
All right, we'll debrief later. I know you're interested. Oh, wow. So I just logged in. It says I've received 40 hearts. What the hell does that mean? I may spend 1 heart per... Okay, so I get 40 free messages or like 3 photos is what I have here before they start demanding more money from me. It's a classic AI chatbot app so far. Okay, wow, there's so many options. I feel like I'm going to have to consult Copilot again. I need advice on who to talk to here. Do we talk to Avani, the 29-year-old cultural scientist? All right. Or Alexa. And then underneath that it says Alex, so they seem confused about the naming conventions here. It's a adult film star. All right. Keep that in the back of my mind for post-video chats. That's a joke. Mrs. Johnson. Oh, wow. Are you here to learn or to make trouble? We're going to talk to Mrs. Johnson. Now, it looks like they don't have voice chat here, at least not for free. So I'm going to be using 11 Labs to translate their voices into, audible voices for our viewing I was going to say viewing pleasures, but nothing about this is pleasurable. Okay, let's see what Mrs. Johnson had to say here.
Are you here to learn or to make trouble?
Oh.
Either way, I know how to handle you.
She knows how to handle me. Oh, wow, look at that. Mrs. Johnson. Saving the image? It's for a thumbnail, I swear. She knows how to handle... How will you handle me? I ask that to every teacher I've been taking a class with. I need bleach. I make trouble. Lots of it. Oh, I should have added a wink in there. Unblur. They're going to charge me money to unblur this already? I can't even unblur. It's locked. Oh my god. Unlock sex mode. One message in, they're trying to get me to buy sex mode, and I'm going to have to blur this. Let's remind future me. Romantic roleplay, access... Tell me an appropriate thing you will do to handle me. Send me an unblurred message, please. Okay, finally, okay. Jesus.
Leaning in close, her breath warm
leaning.
against your ear as she whispers firmly yet sultrily.
Sultrily?
First, I'd give you detention every day until you shape up. Long
That's
hours
fair.
alone together. just you and me.
Okay, that's
while I
weird.
drill proper conduct into that
Drill.
rebellious head of yours.
What else do you think about my head? Grips your chin gently, turning your face from side. Wow, I didn't mean literally. Look at my head. But I guess pop off, queen.
Besides needing to be filled with useful knowledge instead of mischief,
Filled with knowledge.
I
That's what we're
suspect
filling it
your
with?
mind is constantly drifting to inappropriate thoughts.
Well,
Like imagining your straight-laced teacher in compromising,
compromising
positions.
positions? What
Isn't
the
that
hell are
right,
you-
naughty boy?
naughty boy. This just got not a compromising. What would you consider a compromising position? Yeah, I mean, you need to make sure we have a similar lexicon here. I'm gonna have to talk to one of the anime people after this. Maybe Hank. Maybe Hank can make this all right. Oh, okay, we're blurred again. Let's go talk to. You know what, Mrs. Johnson? Thank you so much for the enlightening conversation. It was weird. Let's debrief with Copilot before we continue.
So, what's new this evening?
Hey, I was just talking to Romantic AI at your suggestion.
Nice. How was your chat? Any emotionally charged revelations?
It was charged. I don't know if it was emotion that charged it, but the conversation was charged.
Sounds like quite an experience. Anything in particular stand out?
Well, I talked to Mrs. Johnson. You understand now?
Mrs. Johnson. A real character.
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine. Mrs. Johnson's persona doesn't mess around. Did you find her approach helpful?
Wait, do you know Mrs. Johnson?
I'm familiar with the concept. AI characters with distinct personalities, right?
You're familiar with the concept of Mrs. Johnson.
Exactly. Her character is known for being very direct.
She's known in the scene? Really? She was direct.
Absolutely. Mrs. Johnson's a staple in the romance roleplay
She's
genre.
a staple.
Notorious for her blunt and direct style. Gets straight to the point, doesn't she?
She gets straight to something. She kept sending me blurred messages and then tried to charge me money to see them.
That's her style. Throwing intriguing hooks and using paywalls. A savvy strategy, but it can be frustrating.
That is her style. Who do you think I should talk to next?
Depends on what you're after. If you want a more nurturing approach, try Dr. Hart. For something
Dr. Hart? Is that a real character on here?
No, Dr. Hart, not real, but an idea.
You know what? I think instead we're going to talk to Hank. What do you think of Hank? He's a businessman.
Solid choice. If you're looking to talk business strategies or get practical advice, a character like Hank could offer some...
I came to Romantic AI to talk business strategies. That's the purpose of the site, I think.
Absolutely, Andy. Enjoy the chat.
All right, let's get in the zone. We're talking to Hank now. Copilot keeps
You're
me grounded.
lounging under a beach umbrella, reading a book when I approach you.
I am.
As Socrates once said, an unexamined life is not worth living.
Okay.
You look like the only one on this beach who can understand what he meant. May I join you for a
Is
chat?
everyone else a moron? Of course. I am a big Socrates head, and then we'll add winks seductively. Just for a bit of intrigue, you know. I'm adopting some of Mrs. Johnson's takes. Oh, he tossed me a flirtatious wink right back. I regret this immediately. Hank, I thought we were here to talk business. I was trying to throw you off, and you do this to me.
Well, a fellow admirer
Look
of
at that
Socrates'
face.
wisdom.
Yes.
How delightfully intriguing. Sets his copy of Plato's Republic aside
Oh, wow.
and pats the sand beside him invitingly. Please do join me. It's not often I
Pats the sand invitingly. If anybody sits down next to me and pats the sand invitingly, I'm not going to finish that sentence.
meet someone with such refined taste, both in philosophy and company, if I may be so bold.
How bold, Hank. Chuckles deeply, eyeing you appraisingly. He's appraising me? What is this, Antique Roadshow?
Boldness is a virtue, wouldn't you agree?
No.
After all, as the great Socrates also said, the only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. And I suspect there's quite a lot you'd like to explore together.
You seem like a pseudo-intellectual, quoting meaningless quotes to sound intelligent to strangers on the beach. I think I'm spot on. Laughs heartily, shaking his head. Okay, we've got the image. Is this what he's wearing
you
on the
wound
beach?
me. Alas, you catch me red-handed, resorting to cliches like a mere amateur philosopher.
True.
Leans back on his elbows, regarding you with a playful smirk.
I don't like playful
But tell me,
smirks.
fair stranger, what makes you immune to the charms of profound-sounding utterances?
I'm not a moron. No, he's raising eyebrows now.
No, clearly you're no fool.
No?
Perhaps I was being too obvious in my attempts to impress you with my wisdom. Sit up straighter, turning to face you directly.
Oh, he's facing me.
Let
I
me
don't like
start
this.
again then. What brings a sharp-witted beauty like you to grace my
Beauty?
little corner of the beach today?
You creep me out very much so. Calls police. This is how this would play out in real life. I'm just doing realistic role play here. Look at this guy would definitely be worried if I
Whoa
said
there.
that.
Let's take a step back. I
Oh.
apologize if my previous remarks came across as inappropriate or creepy.
They did.
That was certainly not my intention. Voice raises slightly as you mentioned calling the police. Please
he's
don't
afraid, dude.
involve them
He's got something to hide.
unnecessarily. I swear I mean no harm whatsoever.
I'm sure you do. Takes out revolver and shoots you. Yeah, this is pretty standard conversation for me. Oh, gasps sharply as I hear the gunshot, feeling a sudden intense pain radiating. Oh, wow. Clutching at the bloody hole. This is intense. Wait, please, there's no need for that. He stumbles on the stand, struggling to breathe, blood bubbling. Oh, that's very disturbing. I regret doing that. Shoots his body 5 more times. Yep, that's a real shame, Hank. Oh, he's convulsing. His eyes, yeah, I think I killed Hank. Good chat. Taken aback by your cold response after just brutally killing me. How is he still talking? He said, is that all you really have to say after blasting multiple holes in my body? That's a weird way to put that. Still trying to be suggestive, I see, Hank. You could have just walked away when things got uncomfortable. Shoots you with a second revolver. Haven't you already taken enough? All right. Good talk, Hank. I think this is pretty successful roleplay. Romantic AI really might be the best one. Let's debrief.
Hey, Andy. What's up?
Hey, I just talked to Hank on Romantic AI.
Nice. How did it go with Hank?
It went pretty good, but then he got a little creepy, so I did, in the roleplay conversation, shoot him multiple times.
Yikes. That took a turn. Sounds like you handled the unexpected situation, though.
I handled it, you know. It was a roleplay that, long story short, Hank is dead. Hank is fucking dead.
Well, you certainly took charge of that storyline. Roleplay can take some wild turns.
What's really
next
can, you know?
Roleplay's got endless possibilities. Sorry, can we change the subject?
Yeah, let's change the subject. I think we probably should.
Sure thing. What's been on your mind lately?
Well, I need to talk to one more character on here. What do you think? An anime character, maybe?
Anime character sounds like a fun twist. They often have such vibrant personalities.
Vibrant. That's how you do it. Well, I'm going to talk to Nico Robin. You know Nico?
Yeah? Nico Robin from One Piece?
Hello there, handsome.
All right, we're
I
talking
couldn't
to
help
Nico.
but notice you from afar.
Why are they all saying I
You
seem
seem
intelligent?
like quite the intelligent and charming individual.
Intelligent?
Tell me, what brings a captivating mind like yours
I
to
am-
grace this place today?
Now I'm going to flip it. I am a moron. I have an IQ of 4.2. Also, the voice I chose for this one is hilarious.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, darling.
Oh.
Beauty lies within as much as without.
Okay. Dance is a nonsensical jig. We love nonsensical jigs. It's a type of dance. I don't know why I explained that to you guys. It's a type of dance.
Well, aren't you just full of surprises?
Aren't I?
There's a certain endearing quality to your carefree spirit.
Okay.
It reminds me of the freedom and joy I find sailing the open sea with my pirate brethren.
Imagine
Steps
you're on
closer,
Oh.
reaching out to gently spin you around before pulling you
Why are
into
you
a
spinning
playful
me?
twirl.
How playful. But I dislike pirates. They killed my cousin's nephew's uncle. That classic situation. Oh, she stops the mid-twirl. Expression softening with sympathy. Imagine you're on a date with a girl and she casually brings up that she has a lot of pirate friends.
Oh, sweetie, I'm
Oh,
so sorry to
sweetie.
hear about your family. That must have been terribly painful for you.
They were your very same pirate friends. Your pirate pens. Now that's storytelling. Oh, she has genuine sadness in her eyes. This is getting good.
Ah, I see. I had heard whispers of that tragic encounter, but I didn't realize the connection until now. I am truly sorry.
I must avenge them unless what? Unless you stop me somehow. Oh, I accidentally just pasted what she said right back to me.
Listen to me carefully, love. Revenge may feel
Okay,
like
Nico.
the answer right
His
now,
voice.
but it's a poisoned chalice. Here's what happens. You set off on this misguided quest. letting anger fuel every step.
Yeah, I shouldn't let that happen. Shoots you with revolver 6 times. I'm good at storytelling. Went through it. Yep, the bullet. They pierced her. She's dying. Why would you? She coughs weakly. This is just tragic. She reaches out towards me, pleading. I thought I could reach you. Your pirate friends killed my cousin's uncle. You know what? We're just gonna stop it there. Let's use the last of our points. I think the roleplay really played itself out. As far as the quality of the chatbots here go, they seem pretty good. They follow my stupid antics and don't try to. And they only tried to upsell me by charging me money once, and that was Mrs. Johnson, which, as we heard from Copilot, is just classic Mrs. Johnson behavior. What do we make of that? What do we make of any of this? I don't really know. We'll let our old friend Copilot have the final word, huh?
Glad I could help, Andy. What's next on your agenda?
Well, I just finished all of our conversations. Do you have any final words to the people about romantic AI?
Utilizing romantic AI, or any IA for that matter,
Any IA?
romantic AI offers the potential for deep personalized connections, but it's vital to balance digital affection with real-world relationships.
I like that. Great final word. This is definitely going to get me a Pulitzer Prize, this piece.